All right, everybody. You know how the drill is. We have to wait. We have to wait so that YouTube can catch up. You know what I'm talking about. So just give me a few minutes. There it goes. And it's already muted. Damn. So someone, either me or the computer, did their job so that we wouldn't have to hear an echo. Howdy, everybody. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Hot Seat. This is episode number 39. This one's been, I'd say, 2 years in the making. The reason why I say that is because this guy over here, he's a beard product company owner. We've never actually worked together, but we've crossed paths tons of times. We've talked tons of times. And now I finally get to sit down, get to know him better. And he doesn't know this yet. We're going to work out. I'm going to do a product review for him just because I think I need to do that because I think it's
that'd be awesome. You have a few, but if you need some more, let me know, man.
Awesome. Everybody, if you don't know who this guy is, I've got his website pinned as the top comment in the comment section. Copper John's Beer Company. This is the owner, Tyson. Welcome. Thank you for coming in, man.
Hey, thank you. No, seriously. Like when you asked me to do that film and I filmed it for you, it really is an honor to be here. I'm excited. You're one of a kind, so I appreciate it.
Oh man, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That really means a lot. I've had a rough time in the past few years, and can't lie, I've lost my self-esteem. I've lost my smile a good bit, and I'm not saying that because Shawn Michaels said it. You wrestling fans, shut up. Being honest, I'm just saying. I've kind of been up and down. You guys have kept me going. Tyson's talked to me a little bit. Daniel from Grindstone's been a great friend of me here lately. I'm here. I'm trying to keep this thing going. How the hell have you been, man?
Really good. As you can see, we're busy. I have my Cody with this little there he is. This is my brother. Okay, now wave. Right. I can never figure it. That's Cody with his armpit, hole in his armpit. And then that is Porter, my son, and so they're just working on some orders for me, and yeah, it's been really fun.
Now you guys are based out of Utah?
Yes, we are
based out of Utah. Are you a Utah Jazz fan?
Oh yeah, except they kind of blew us up for a little bit, but 3 first-round draft picks this year.
I'm an old head, gotta be honest with you. I really thought you guys were going to win one of the championships. Honestly, in the 90s, I really, really did. Yeah, I'm not old, people.
Dude, if Jordan didn't come back from playing baseball, we would have won too.
Yeah. I can honestly say I witnessed it. I watched it. I was a vivid basketball watcher back in my day. I don't anymore. Honestly, I really don't. And it kind of disappoints me because, and I didn't even want to start on this topic, but we're going to anyway.
Okay.
Sports isn't like it used to be. And I'm 42. You're close to 40?
43.
Okay, we're the same age. We grew up. We're 90s kids.
Yep.
That's when sports was awesome. All sports. Am I wrong?
No, it was legit. Like
yeah.
you didn't look at someone. There wasn't a penalty. There wasn't a flag, or there wasn't, a foul. It was just like you could play.
No turf toe. Or
no, you just play
anything of that nature. Any little injury now, anybody's hurt or fouls are ridiculous now.
So right here, I have a boxer. It was called the boxer break, and it was during football camp. So we went to Idaho State for football camp for high school, and I played linebacker, and I had a tight end cut a 5-yard in, and I got him, and I got the ball. But when I swiped the ball, my hand got in his face mask, and it popped it. And that was Monday, and I played for it the whole week. And so Friday I come in, I guess I'm all pale when my mom saw me, and she's like, "We need to go to the hospital." I'm like, "What? We do?" The rest of the season I had a cast on, but because I waited for the whole week, it's just that's how football was. That's how that's how sports was. You just played.
Not anymore, obviously. No. Now it's about who has the coolest looking jerseys and how much money they want to make.
Facts.
I've said this before to people in I call them debate sport topics because that's what they are. You know what I'm talking about. You get in those deep talks with your old friends, and it's, they're who's the best, or if they were this, those long chats. I've said this to tons of people. What would the world of sport? I know it's entertainment, so I'm saying that before I say my comment any further. What would the world be? What would the world of sports be if they worked for an hourly wage like us? I bet you half them motherfuckers wouldn't do anything. Guarantee it.
No, it's entertainment, and we pay for it. So
yeah. I mean,
no, but what would they do?
They continue to sell. They continue to sell Gatorade like they do now.
Yeah,
things like that.
Did you see what Messi did?
No,
down in Florida.
Hmm.
So Messi was got an offer for $457 million to Saudi Arabia club, and so Florida came out and said, "Hey, we can't pay you that, but what we can do is give you this small." The salary hasn't come out, at least I don't know, but we're going to pay you a salary. Then we're going to invite Adidas, and they're going to give you a portion of the ownership and the sales, kind of what they did with Jordan with the Air Jordans. And then the TV revenue, so ABC, ESPN, or whoever's in charge of it, bought the rights, and so now they're going to be a part of it, and they're going to give them a portion of the proceeds of the revenue. And then another company. Hey, thanks, guys. And so he has like ownership within 3 companies, also taking a salary. So I'm like, dude, that guy knows what's up, because he just said no to $1.7 billion.
Kind of crazy. It is.
Right?
It is crazy.
I'm not a soccer person either. I just like, holy crap, how do you say no to that?
That's very hard to do. I will, man, I'll give that guy a lot more respect for now. Now that you say that, I'm like, okay, what would the world be without WWE? Don't even bring it up, Mark. Don't go there, man. We don't do that. I gotta ask you right out of the gate, because I didn't know until I did my research. And I was looking and checking Copper John's Beard Company out. If you don't know who they are in the pinned comment in the comment section. Go to their website, and I'm looking at it right now, and it's really slick. It's very, very professional looking. You got this handsome looking guy who does all these Instagram posts, and they're very professional. I think you know him. He's got his hair kind of spiked up a little bit. He's got a nice flannel on. You all might recognize him. The guy right there. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't like long hair, so I just do it short.
How the hell? I got to ask you. It's a friend-to-friend joke. How the hell did you get 130,000 subscribers, dude? What the hell are you doing?
So I got in at the right time with the right analytic that pushed it. So in the world of YouTube, we are very well known, especially with the mustache world. We sell a ton of mustache wax now. But yeah, we have one. We have what? 10-ish. Like, you can go to my YouTube page and look under popular under shorts, and we have about 10 over 1 million. We have 3 over 20 million and 1 over 40 million. And so we've just gone viral a few times, and it's just bumped us.
Do y'all hear that? He paid money. He paid like a lot of money to get those subscribers. I heard
I've gotten a lot of people who ask me, like, dude, where'd you buy it? And I'm like, I don't even know how to. I'm sure I could Google it and figure it out.
That was a complete joke, everybody. That's really awesome that you hit that analytic like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, and we grow. We get about 300 subscribers a day.
Really?
Yeah, on average, that's about how much we get right now.
We get about
300,000 to 400,000 views a day.
I will tell you this. I'm sure you probably heard this before, but the way you do your shorts, are they pretty much the same you put on Instagram?
Kind of. They're not as professional. Instagram is my very professional page, but that's where like wholesale accounts come, and like, you know, if we have lows and all that, so they're going to check out my Instagram first. But we do like to have fun on our YouTube and on our TikTok as well, a little bit more.
I don't get into TikTok. I've had coworkers and friends that I'm like, no, I just don't want to get into it. I'm like, no, that's another thing I don't want to need.
It's a time drain.
Yeah. Like, no, I'll pass. I've watched your shorts. I will say you nailed it. And the reason why I say that, I don't know how to make these. So don't anybody knock me or make fun of me. I don't know. I don't do the short things. You do. You're literally the profile is right here. And while you're doing it, you have the quick words right beside you. It's like, you know, I guess for people who don't want to pay attention, I guess you have that perfect, that styles. You get your point about boom.
About 80% of the people who watch shorts or watch the TikToks or the reels or anything like that, they watch it on mute.
Yeah, right.
And so you have to have the captions in there so they understand what you're saying, or they're just going to scroll.
You have that down to a science, and I really appreciate it. I think that's one of the reasons why your YouTube channel has gotten as big as it is, which is great. I'm telling you, congratulations.
I appreciate that, really.
I need to take advice from you when it comes to making content and shit like that. Because I honestly, I just don't do it. It's nothing that I don't want to. I never push myself that far to get to that level. Maybe if I did, I'd probably have a better following.
Well, here's the thing with that, though, is you are a very personable and kind person. You can see it. No, I'm not kissing your butt or anything like that. You can just see it. Like, you're a genuine person. Like, you are you, and you're not fake about it. People love that. And so, like, I was talking to a friend who's like, he's watching my views and stuff like that, and he's like, man, you're the same person on screen and off screen. And like, I don't know how to pretend. I'm not very good at that. But if you just simply did a vlog of you just talking to people of who you are and what you're doing, that would explode because people want to see you and get to know who you are. And so if you're watching a WWE event, and because that's your thing, it really is, that's your thing, film your reaction when someone gets pinned or when someone gets hit hard or like their blood gushing out of their forehead. People will see that and they'll love that.
You want to know the messed up thing about that? I'm 100% honest. There's a chat that I am a part of on Instagram. It's called the Killer Cool So Super Secret Awesome Wrestling Chat. There's some of them in here right now that are in that chat. Literally, we pay more attention to what we're saying to each other than we do the actual show. I'll be 100% honest. It's awesome because we watched WrestleMania together, and there was a match that ruined it for me, really ruined it. And I was like, man. And I said some things I shouldn't have, and a couple guys left the chat, and I was like, shit. Yeah, I got into it, even though I know it's real, you guys.
I
got a little into it. I said some few words that people didn't like, and I was like, shit. Then they came back, so it's all good now. But yeah, we're like watching the phones. We're because we're all across the country talking to each other. So it's like, okay, one eye here. I'm like, damn it. So sometimes it sucks.
So you're like me with college football.
Yeah.
So your WWE is my college football.
Right.
And we definitely can hurt some feelings.
So you're Utah. Are you a Utah fan from college?
No, I'm a huge BYU fan.
Okay.
And so we're going to go to the Pac-12, or we're going to the Big 12, and the Pac-12 is Utah, and there's been so much crap talking between each other. I mean, it's going to be fun to see what happens.
Well, I was born and raised in West Virginia, and I got to be honest, it's because it's in my blood. I'm a West Virginia University fan. I know they're not the greatest team, but I will always represent them.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, my teenager was born in their hospital, so gives me more reason to like them. I like West Virginia, but another one I watch because I almost went to school there was Penn State.
Oh yeah,
I almost went to Penn State. Yeah,
and West Virginia is gorgeous,
beautiful, beautiful place. I will say.
Yeah, I remember driving through there in the morning, almost by Marshall.
Yeah, and
holy crap! Like I've seen Gettysburg, like the movie Gettysburg with Charlie Sheen. Is it Charlie Sheen? Yeah. Martin Sheen. And driving through, and I'm like, there's no way that you have like the rolling hills with all the like the fog in the morning and stuff like that. And it's just like that, and it's gorgeous and it's green. I'm like, man, that'd be so cool to live there.
There. Move my lens in. Well, I don't know who touched that. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool, Ken.
So I don't know a lot about Tyson, so I want to get to know him. And literally, because I don't want to, I like to get to know people. I don't want to have this business relationship with everybody, so to say. I want to get to know people because that's what these sessions are for. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your childhood. I know it's stupid to say it, but you grew up as a Utah guy. What did you do as a kid in Utah? Because
I grew up in Idaho.
You made potatoes. Okay.
Yeah, no, literally though. I grew up in a place called Shelley, Idaho. There was 3,000 people when I was there. That's why we went to Jackson Hole last year as a retreat for Copper Johns, because I grew up like an hour from there.
Okay.
And Yellowstone and all that stuff. And so, but I grew up there. Literally, the 2 houses down. I guess it wasn't a house, but two areas down was the Pillsbury plant. And then about 2 miles north of that, next to Idaho Falls, there was the Budweiser plant. And so you were either farming, you were growing potatoes, or you were growing barley. That's just how it was. We were a farming town, and like our high school was a spud cellar.
So let me get this straight: beer, cows for meat, and potatoes. Well, that's like win-win right there.
Yeah, that's where we grew up. And literally, our yard would sprout potatoes. Like, we never planted any; it would just sprout potatoes. So we had tons of potatoes growing up, because my dad was a teacher, and so we were pretty poor.
So you guys literally you had potatoes right in your front yard.
Yep, just grow spontaneously.
That's win-win. I'm literally I don't see how a man in general, meat, potatoes, beer, all right there.
No, it's true. We'd get out of so there's a lot of it's called spud harvest.
Okay.
And so we would get out 2 weeks in September for spud harvest, so everyone could go work in the fields and get all the potatoes out and sell at the Pillsbury plant.
So you how long did you live there?
Until junior high.
Okay.
And then we moved down. My dad got my grandpa and grandma. My grandma got a disease that I can't remember what it was called, but it's not ALS, but it's almost a form like it where it eats your nerve system. And so eventually she passed away from suffocating because the nerves were gone. And then at the same time, my grandpa got cancer, throat cancer. And so my dad got transferred. He got another teaching job here in Utah. And so, yeah, that's how we kind of got to Utah and kind of got to know my grandparents a little bit better. And so, yeah, that's how we kind of got here and went to Roy High, same high school, Jim McMahon, and all that fun stuff.
Okay. You said you grew up, in Idaho.
Yeah.
Did you have to work when you were a child? Did you have an after school job?
I don't remember never not having a job.
See,
like from whenever, like I never knew not having a job. From either mowing the lawns, doing landscaping, to siding and soffit. I worked at Ready Ice. I worked at a hamburger joint in town. Like I did like everything.
Ready Ice. You had a Ready Ice plant. Wow, there's one in Martinsburg, man.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I know about that place very well. My uncle and his dad, his little brother, generations worked there, and it was always we would when we go. We needed ice for the get-togethers and cookouts. We go knock on the door. Hey, getting some bags of ice. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
I remember doing that. I'm like, wow, that just brought back a throwback memory for me. Ready Ice. I haven't heard that in years.
Yeah. So yeah, I really, even in college, I got played football up at Rick's.
Did you?
And then with that though, I got married right afterwards, and it became BYU Idaho, so it became a 4-year. So I got to keep my scholarship, but at the same time, there was no more football. And so Candace and I got married in 2002, and from there I tutored math. I worked at Best Western in the evening, and I also worked at Walmart. It's just like I've always had multiple jobs, so just trying to make sure that my family is always taken care of.
I kind of get that vibe from you, but what in my harsh way of saying things, you're a hard worker. You do whatever is necessary to put food on the table. Literally, you're working multiple jobs. I've kind of got that vibe from you as I've seen you, and when I see you on Instagram, like, this is a dude who busts his ass. I can see it. That's great. That's great. I really enjoy that. I like people. I really appreciate people who don't take things for granted, work their ass off for what they want. Making example, you, Daniel from Grindstone Beer Company, True North Beer Company. That dude's a fucking he's a contractor or something of that nature.
I talked to Chris quite a bit lately, and he's really impressed me.
He's a good dude. He really is. I have a lot of respect for guys who just they work their ass off. They're proud of it, but they don't go over the top with it. They're just humble. They really are. I get that from you a lot.
I appreciate that. I try to give back, and I mean, it's like I still haven't yet to pay myself with Copper Johns or at the barber shop. Maybe one day. But right now we just put everything in there, and I work up on Hill Air Force Base, and so that's kind of what I do. I work basically 3 full-time jobs.
You work at an Air Force base as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Ken said he worked in tobacco fields for the Army. Well, did you really, Ken? Wow, I didn't know
that's
that.
Cool.
I didn't know that. That's really cool, man.
I didn't know that either.
Wow. So I didn't know. So are you in the military, or do you work for the base?
So I'm a contractor. So
Okay.
I'm not civilian or anything like that. I've been asked a couple of times to go civilian, but I think Copper Johns is like this close.
Really?
And so I'm just kind of holding out just to see. I've been, yeah, so without getting into the specifics, because I can't, if a plane goes down, I teach the people how to create a bill of material and a routing system in order to get it to the right place, how to fix it, all that, how to read the analytics, and make sure that everything's done properly.
Did y'all hear that? He's teaching people to make bombs.
Yeah, no. Not at all.
He said it in code. He did.
No, not at all. I don't have top secret clearance. I wouldn't know how.
So what you're teaching them is computer things.
Software.
Software. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. My grandmother's farm. First time I was 6 or 7. Oh wow, man! Tobacco field on a tobacco field at a young. Wow, that's really cool, Ken. I didn't know that about you. Wow. Okay, so you just said something that I was going to segue into next. You said you're this close. Well, we're going to go back to the beginning of it. Copper Johns.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're one of us who did the internet surfing and all that. I would imagine, because you do have a great looking beard. I would imagine you had something bigger in one way, shape, or form.
Say that one more time. Bigger beard?
Yeah, you probably had a much bigger one at one time.
This is it. I can't
really
grow. No, the only reason why I even started growing a beard is because I played football. Like, it's not a secret. Like, I love football. Like, love it. None of my kids play, and I have 3 boys, and none of them want to play. And I'm like, it's just like a dagger to the heart. But my oldest is into theater. Like, he just loves theater, and so he asked me one day to audition with him, and I couldn't say no. And I got the bad guy in Oliver called Bill Sykes, the guy who kills Nancy and everything. It was really fun. Mm-hmm. But they asked me to grow a beard, and I'm like, I don't think I can grow a beard, but I did. And all of a sudden, the next thing I know is everything at the time. Yeah, Matt, he loves football. At the time, all I knew was what was either at the barber shop, which wasn't very good quality products, or at Walmart. And they all had grapeseed, and I'm extremely allergic to grapeseed.
Okay.
It burns my skin. I have to take testosterone because I have 6 kids, and my body doesn't want to make any more children. So it's like, we're going to low. But no, so I had to take testosterone, and initially the testosterone had grapeseed in it, and it just blew, just gave me the biggest and goose egg. And so, like, you're allergic. And so my beard and my face started hurting really bad. So I had to come up with something. So that's kind of how I started creating my own stuff after doing some research.
So you made your own stuff as of literally a reaction to what you had from something that's in a beard product before you even made them.
Yeah.
That's wow. I never knew that. I really didn't know that.
I would have shaved and never had a beard if I didn't have to grow it for the play. But I had to keep the play, but I hated the itch, and I hated the look and the feel, and so that's why I had to create something. I couldn't not wear something. I hated the beard until I figured out how to make it, and went through a lot of tweaks to what I liked. And then all of a sudden my friends started asking, what do I do? And I started giving them some of my stuff, and like, dude, you got to do something with this.
Yeah. Where, what's the story behind the name? Because what is your last name?
Allred.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Tyson Allred literally has nothing to do with Copper Johns that I know of. Like,
no.
What is the story of that?
Great question. So my family were outdoorsmen, grew up in Idaho, then in Utah, love fishing. It's like our thing. Like my dad, my grandpa, everyone is like, what are we going to do Saturday? Guess what? We're going to go fishing. It wasn't even a question. Like that's what we did. So Copper Johns is a fly fishing lure, and it's one of the most popular ones in America. And it was created for a purpose to distract the fish to catch their eye, and then they tie it as a lead, and then they tie a smaller fly that will actually they try to so that the copper itself would drop, and then this little fly would follow, and the fish would go after that. That was the thing. But what ended up happening is they would just go after the Copper John.
Okay.
And so we wanted to make something that meant something to us, which is fishing and fly fishing, and something that is powerful in that community. Like everyone who fly fishes know what a Copper John is.
Okay. All right. So this it's a meaning of a name that is meaningful to you and the family. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I was like, where in the hell does that come from? Because the whole time I'm like, this has nothing to do with this guy, or like the theme. I'm like, it has to have a sentimental name. Now I get it. It makes perfect sense. So you're making your own stuff out of the result of an allergic reaction. Yep. And I remember seeing the videos, the review videos, and people were talking highly about your products when you first came out. And you went as far as, and I don't, keep in mind, I got to go to your website because I don't want to say the wrong thing. You have ingredients, and you did a lot of research about your all your ingredients and stuff. I remember you had, let me find
ionic inland sea minerals. It's probably what you're thinking.
Yes, yes. Educate me, because I don't know. I really don't. I want you to tell. I want to hear from you.
So if you were to take these ionic inland sea minerals and you took them as a supplement, which I think we're going to create a supplement line with ionic inland sea minerals. If you were to take your mineral count inside your, I'm going really nerdy on you. Hope that's okay. I've never said this out loud to people, but if you were to take your mineral count, if you take an extraction of your blood, they run the mineral count. You run the mineral count of what's found in ionic inland sea minerals. It's almost identical. What your body needs, your hair needs these minerals, specifically magnesium, potassium, but 99% of us, less than 99, probably 85% of us are magnesium deficient, which means we're going to have more wrinkles. Because your body has to be pH balanced. If it's not pH balanced, it pulls from your skin, which is your large organ. It's going to pull from your bones. It's going to pull from everything. Now, mind you, the minerals that are found in the beard oil are not a supplement. But what it's doing is it's ionic, which means it has a positive, negative charge, and they're bouncing around, and they want to bind with something. And so when you have that wet hair and that water, it's going to bind with that water. And so if you have calcium stuck in your pores, what will happen is it will it'll bind with that calcium, and it'll pull. And so if you have a patchiness due to well water or hard water, and you have that calcium in there, that's going to pull, and you're going to start growing hair follicles. Not because it's any other reason than it's already there. It's just been blocked.
Okay.
And it's going to make your hair thicker. You're going to have less brittleness. You're going to have less split ends. It's going to be a lot stronger. And it really does help it grow a little bit quicker. These minerals are amazing. They're sodium free. The highest dosage is magnesium, and then it goes potassium, selenium, bromine, zinc, which is all super healthy for your skin and super healthy for your hair.
You've done a lot of research for this, and I believe that, and I know that because you literally just told me all that without a hesitation. Like, you really have done your research.
Oh yeah,
to come to this, and I'm not saying I don't believe you. Some people who you would say that to, they'd say that's bullshit. Some people would. Where'd you get that from? Where'd you hear that? Yeah. Obviously, you have done testing and research of some sort to come to this conclusion. I'm like,
there's tons of peer review journals on what ionic minerals can do to your body and how they can help your hair. It's definitely there's a difference because a lot of times people hear minerals like seawater. You're going to think sodium. You don't want sodium in your hair,
right?
And it's going to dry your hair out and make it brittle and all that kind of stuff. But there's a difference. So if you look at ionic and sea mineral sodium free, there's a huge difference. And you can. There are a lot of papers out there for that. And I have 3 blogs that I think 2 are out. One's on the minerals itself. One's on magnesium. I have one that's coming out on potassium, but I don't know if that's out yet.
Okay.
I have 11 blogs scheduled for every Friday.
And you have these on your website, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, being honest, on camera, I did not know any of that existed because I've not really looked into that. I will be reading them. So I'm like, damn, I'm impressed 100%. You're a business owner. You started making oils, obviously. That's the first thing you made, right? Then you transition to the balm or the butter and then to the shower. Tell me about these struggles of your business and how, like, what you've had. Because I know when you started out, you're making things, but you're like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. How the hell am I going to make this and go to the next step?
Yeah.
Tell me what you did.
Everything is research. I throw a lot of ideas to like my close group, like Matt Beardlaws. You see him. I throw ideas, and he actually throws ideas to me every day. I have a couple of really close people that I trust immensely, and so I'll throw ideas out. But when it came to mustache wax, dude, I had no idea because I don't wear it.
Do you, you know what? Do you make one, right?
Yeah, we do.
I need you to send me one, but I'm going to clarify on camera. I have a supervisor that just asked me yesterday. He's got a mustache about as big as yours, but he wants to make it and bigger. I'm not a mustache person. It's just not me.
Yeah, neither am I.
He asked. He says, "What do you recommend?" I said, "Give me some time," and I'm putting you on the spot. I'm like, send me a plan for my coworker, for my supervisor, because he's wanting to start to do the handle. I'm like, are you really going to do this? I'm like, you should document this. And I know he won't. He's like,
we have a really good mustache wax, but it took me, Dagan tested it for me, the initial one, and it was not up to par. I had it probably tested, I would say all in all about 8 months of testing before I figured out the formula. Like it's like, but no one else has a vitamin or cocoa butter in it, or shea butter or jojoba or the minerals. Like no one has that but us. I wanted something that was strong and hold it, but at the same time be able to
nourish the hair,
nourishment and all that kind of stuff.
That has my attention already. And I can't lie, I want to try, but at the same time, I know I'm not going to grow my mustache out. I can't. When I start to eat it at all, it's got to go. I can't stand it.
Well, that's the whole point of mustache wax. You can use just a little and just put it right here and just kind of comb it that way and let it harden. But then you have like Hunter or Bob, Elliot, my mustache, or even Dagan, where they use a quarter of a tin per time just because they use 3 or 4 different peas at the same time and to be able to shape it to how they want. It's kind of how you want to use it.
Yeah.
You have Robert Michaelis uses it every day, but his is more of a puffy beard or a puffy mustache, and it just kind of like Dan's and just kind of gets out of his mouth so he can eat.
I may have to start just to try it. I may have to, because that's one thing I've never endeavored into in my bearding world is the mustache and making a bigger mustache. Because anytime anyone ever asks me, I literally send them to anyone else, like Dagan. Like I know he has a great mustache.
He does.
I may have to start watching some of his stuff to get educated for myself.
Dagan knows his mustache, and that's why I asked him to help me. And I make fun of him because it's so much. He has so much facial hair right here that it's like half the time you don't even know if he's talking.
I didn't want to say it because you're right. He does have. I noticed that, and now it makes perfect sense. Now that you say that, yeah. Dagan would be the perfect person to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I met Dagan, and everyone comments about my driving, but dude, he is scary when he's driving.
Really?
Oh yeah, he was in control the whole time, but I was like holding the grip. I'm just like, don't die.
Tell me the pros and cons of being the owner of a bearding product company. Not the financial, like just everything else.
Pros is this. I love this. I love getting to know people. I like the friendships that I build because I really do feel like I'm create friendships. The cons is sometimes I'm taken advantage of. And I don't ever let it get. Let me rephrase this. 100% got to me. I actually go to therapy now. I've been going for about 11, 12 weeks, and it's really helped me center myself and work out the things that I feel that I need to fix. But I'm not changing the way who I am. If people take advantage of me, they do. I've learned how to say no and stuff like that, but that would be the hardest thing for me, is where I think we're friends and you were just using me to get something.
See, I'm not gonna lie. On saying it on camera, when I started making these things years ago, I was just like everybody else. But at the same time, I came through and on my end, such as, just make an example. Hey, Tyson, blah, 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 blah. I would like to do a review video. Hey, man, okay, I'll send you something, blah, 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 blah. I would come through and do my part and give right back to what I said I would do. I was that guy who was I was trying to make videos and make content. But at the same time now, I'm to the point now, literally, I'm like, I want to do that, but I can't afford to buy everything just like anybody else. Just saying. I don't want to overtake, and I don't want to go back to that. Hey, send me something.
Okay, that's not what I was talking about.
Okay.
Not at all. Like, I love giving, like, I absolutely, if let's say Mark, like, giving out, like, we should do a gift card giveaway while we're here. $20. Like, we should do that today, Scott, on your on this live. But at the same time, I love doing that. My thing is like, where we're buddies, 100% buddies. We're talking all the time, all this kind of stuff, and something better comes along. It hurts.
Oh, okay.
Or it's like, oh, I thought we were in it together, and we're not. And not that I want to create drama. It's just like when you feel like there's a true friendship there, and it's not. That kind of sucks when you realize this is a business. Kind of like when Donovan Mitchell gets traded, or Karl Malone leaves the Jazz to go to the Lakers to win a championship, which he didn't win. That type of thing. It's like, it hurts.
That's funny.
But no, I can say no to people who, like, I get asked. I don't get asked like I used to, but I'll get asked about 3 or 4 times a week. Hey, I have a YouTube channel. I would love, send me some product, and I'll do it. And I'll look at their YouTube, and I'm like, oh, you have 20. I'm not worried about that. No, we're good, man. I appreciate. I'll give you. I won't give you a gift card, but you can use this discount, and you can buy yourself some stuff, at a discounted price. So I appreciate you reaching out, but that stuff doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mistake what you were talking. That was my fault.
No, I'm a very personable, caring person, so it hurts.
What inspires you making the products and creating the sense that you do? Where do you get your inspiration? Like the theme, where did this come from?
Initially, it was all about Utah. All about the places that I've been, like Ghost Falls, which you have. It's now part of my permanent line. Ghost Falls is a fun hike here in Utah.
Ghost Falls is absolute money.
Right? I really like
money.
it.
Money.
But like Polies is my grandpa, and I grew up with him, and we fished all the time. And he grew up in a place called Devil's Slide. He immigrated from Italy. It was all about that. Where we have... I'm thinking of all the other places. Like Old Ephraim is a bear out in Logan, where Utah State is. And it's just back in a myth when the pioneers came here to Utah, you had Old Ephraim protecting them and that type of stuff from the Native Americans and things like that. And so there, all these things are kind of, but now I'm going with, so I don't know if Matt's still here. But Matt Beardlaw said, Tyson, I have a really good idea. You're doing these center of the months, but there's really no theme. We're just throwing out scents.
Yeah.
Let's have a theme. And why don't we do the best fishing spots in every state?
Yeah.
And so and I'm like, dude, that is an epic idea. That's great. So we're doing 50 states. I think next month will be 7. We're on our 7th month. I get a lot of people telling me what they think it should smell like, and I've used a lot. Next month I will say, is California, and it's pretty freaking cool. I'm wearing it right now.
Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of what we do. So I really, I just have fun. I love creating. That's the best part of owning a business, I would say, is the creation portion of it.
Working with influencers, working with beer content creators and such. What do you think about that?
Are you a fan of Gary Vee?
Who's Gary Vee? Honestly,
okay, so you're not.
I don't know.
Gary Vee owns Vaynerchuk. I'm killing it. It's a Russian name, and I always say it. But anyway, media. He had 4 commercials on the Super Bowl. He has like Pepsi, Delta, all these huge companies. He is crazy smart when it comes to influencing and influencers. And he said it's just started. And influencing marketing and stuff like that has just started. And I love it. If you look at my TikTok and my reels and shorts, it's all influencers. It's all people that I trust. And I know that they're going to do a good job.
Okay. I want to bring this up because I've actually wanted to, when I retire, I want to move to that area. Tyson, would you adopt me, please?
I love Marvin.
I wanted to talk about this a long time ago with you, and I'm doing it because this is my show, and I can do that. And there's no negativity about this. I just wanted to talk about it. A few years ago, there was a video that come out, and it was controversial. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Dude, keep in mind, I didn't know you. I only knew what I watched. And at that time, that was becoming a trend, so to say. And I was like, wow, okay. And then you were one of the few people that would receive that.
Yeah.
And you took that and you could have said, fuck that guy, or what, you took that and did you go back to the drawing board or did you?
I adjusted some ratios on things. Yes.
Okay. Keep in mind, I didn't know what was the aftermath of that.
Him and I are really good friends. He apologized. He said he could have went about it a different way, which I had agreed. But I'm all about being better. You and I and Mark and Matt and JP and Russ and Michael and Corey. I'm all about receiving feedback and getting back. I just named people I can see on the comment section.
Yeah.
But there's some things I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make sense for me. And then there's some things that I'm like, dude, that's an amazing idea. Let's try it. That's why I tell my barbers, I'm like, yeah, not one time did I ever think about doing any type of coloring at the barbershop. But there are older men who have gray hair in their 60s and 70s that kind of want to have the dirty blonde hair, not dirty blonde, the
salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. There you go. Not just the gray. And they're like, should we try it? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what about facials, Tyson? Can we do facials? We have a couple people who come who are masters estheticians that really know how to do it. Let's do it. I'm all about trying it. And if it works, great. If not, no harm, no foul. And if it's going to help us and help them get more money because they make commissions and it's going to help the company, let's do it.
That's really cool that you took you took a not so good review, took the time, received it, did a little bit of research or maybe change some things around, and you came back even stronger because you're proving that now. Here you are 2-3 years later, and you're like, fucking killing it. It's the same, I'm like, no, seriously, a few years ago, you could have. I literally, I'm a blunt person, so don't say I'm knocking. You could have put your tail between your legs and just fucking left. Because like, fuck this.
I really wanted to, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. I commend you even more now that I actually get to tell you that, because I never said anything to anybody, because at that time in the community, using that term loosely, yeah, I did that, people. I did. At that time, I was the one who, I don't want to call myself the ringleader, but I was like, I'll put you in your fucking place. And I watched it. And I was just like, no. Like,
Yeah.
nope. I was like, nope, not going to say anything. I just kept it to myself. And I'm literally saying, go ahead.
Like, I had Ken, I had Dave, I had John, the Flying Beardsman, if you remember him.
That's John Nasty, man. He was the shit.
I loved him, and I wish him the best. He had to take care of his family, and all the better for him. But no, they all had my back, and they really helped me. I remember talking to Ken almost nightly, and he just would talk me off a bit. Like, it was hard. I'm like you said, it was hard. But yeah, it was. I'm grateful that I had people like that that backed me, to kind of say, hey, everything's okay. Even Dan reached out to me and said, hey, you're okay. We're good. So it was really cool.
You talking about Dan C?
Yes.
I don't know why anybody that dude. I've told you all for years. He can't read. I don't know why anybody doesn't believe me. He cannot read. I've said it tons of times on camera. I'm saying, y'all. I say that about him every single time because it's funny. I want to ask you this. Actually, a couple things. I want you to tell me, because I think I ask every single owner this. I think I have. I just got a little stash of Kerper shirts. Okay. Tell me your thoughts and ideas and opinions of the bearding content game. Not necessarily content creating, but as us, people like me who make these videos, who've been making them, who are coming in or whatever. What do you think about that?
So it has to happen. It has to happen. I always get reminded through messages on a daily basis where I'm like, hey, how do I use this oil? What's the difference between balm and butter? And I get constantly bombarded. So you have a following. I have a following. Corey has a following. Scott Beard City Bearded has a following. We all have followings, and not all of us can reach out to those people. That, you know what I mean? Like, you have and we don't all, coincide with each other with our followings, and so it has to get out. And so I think that is very important on the how-tos, even though it's very simplistic to us. I think it's important. Secondly, this builds brotherhood, builds a camaraderie, builds a friendship, all this, and so it's very important. How else would I know Corey? How else would I know Mark or Marvin or Scott? All these guys that is just like, they're your friends now. And right. I wouldn't have them as friends if it wasn't for this. And so I think it's twofold. It builds relationships, and then also it helps educationally because we need it. Now, when it comes to reviews, I don't know if they help or not.
I kind of hope they do, because I still kind of do it. I kind of hope.
Let me rephrase that. No, I don't want to rephrase that. How do I say this so it doesn't bite me in the butt?
Just say it. Just say it.
Fuck no, it. I'm not going to say it. I feel reviews during COVID got used a ton. Like, all of a sudden, like, for me personally, I would have come out with a new scent or come out with something, and I would have 10 people review it, and people just got burned out. And so as of this very second, I don't know how much they help, but as we continue to grow, I think they're going to be more useful than they are right now. So your review that you might do with one of my good friends, Dave, over at Lux, I love that guy. I was heartbroken when he got his truck stolen. I'm like, wait, what? But just, your review on him might not necessarily help sales at this moment, but maybe a year down the road, when the reviews start to come back in force because people are starting to, understand, I think that's when the reviews you do now will matter. Not that they don't matter now. I just think we were all bombarded way too much during COVID.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. I do. But because of the circumstance, we were all kind of stuck, and it was bound to happen.
100%.
Honestly. Where do you think this might be? Asking the question twice, but where would you think where would we be in general without social media, and how would we be different if we didn't have it?
Be the 90s. And I mean, it would be simple as that. We would talk to each other instead of text each other. We would call people on the phones.
No conference
owner,
calls.
I'd be doing radio, newspaper, and TV.
No Zoom calls,
No Zoom calls.
We'll be doing the FaceTime chats and all that shit either.
Faxes. No, we would just do a lot of the growth of Copper Johns, and probably with a lot of companies wouldn't be the same.
That's what I was going to add. That's what I was kind of thinking. Like, I guess this is kind of like a put yourself back in time. Copper Johns probably wouldn't be like it is now.
Oh, heavens no!
You know what I mean? Because it would almost be if we were in that era and generation. What do we do? How do we do this? You know? Because it would be less drama for sure. Bearded Dragon, yes.
So I don't know if Corey's in here anymore. If there's any other beard company owners, but there's agencies out there that will say, "Hey, we'll do all your marketing. We'll do this, this, and this."
Yeah,
and it's really almost coming obscure. Like, we don't need them.
You can do it yourself.
Yeah, we don't. Like, a lot of the times what it is like, okay, BYU Pathways. It's promoted a lot here in Utah because BYU's here, but BYU Pathways anywhere in the world can take. You can get a certificate, but I don't need the certificate. I just want to take the class where you can learn all the analytical stuff. You can do all that kind of stuff. Because Corey's really good at it. There's a few other people that are really good at just creating shorts, reels, all that kind of stuff. We just need to learn the analytics to push it. And we don't need to push stuff anymore. Like, you get something that goes viral, then you can start pushing that maybe, just because now you have how do I put this? You used to have to push stuff right when it was created in hoping that it would work. Now that you're creating tons of reels, you know what's going to work because you can see the views already on it. Then if you decide to use that as an ad, you can, and you know it's going to work. So there's a little bit of difference. So I just think there's a lot of things that are going to be obsolete, I think, here in the future.
Okay. All right. We talked about it a little bit earlier, and I want to talk about it now because I have it in my notes here. Not only are you a beard product company owner, you have a barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
Copper John's Barbershop.
Yep.
Take a second, think about that. Take a step back. You own your own company to make beard shit, and you own a barbershop. That's fucking bad, man.
My manager's calling me. Dude, it's so cool. It's been so much fun. It's a little stressful dealing so being just a one-man team at first, you didn't have to manage anyone, and now that you have multiple personalities, I'm learning how to manage people, and it's been a little bit more difficult, but holy crap, it's fun. There's so many cool people that I get to meet.
How is it learning? You see the men's grooming thing as a whole, and in that place, it's actually pretty awesome for you.
Yeah,
you get to see the different haircuts, the different beard trims, and everything, and you get to see people because you also have your products obviously there, so you got that you could sell to them as well. You literally you kind of sitting on a gold mine if you think about it, because you have everything that a man needs for grooming right in the palm of your hand, man.
Yeah, it's fun. Official Ken right there. He's coming on the 6th of July from Hawaii. He's going to fly into Vegas and drive up. So it'll be fun to get to meet him. He's the lady who does all my YouTube or Instagram videos. She's going to come video him.
Wow.
So I'm excited. But I asked him for his permission, but it's I get to see the styles. I get to see what's different. Learning that my style in my head is not in style, but I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it. Dude, it's really, really fun. Like I said, we everyone in this, whoever comes to the shop, I have all the beard oils, butters, and everything right there. After shaves that we make that we're going to start offering here shortly, but that's not a secret, so that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff that we do. And so they get to smell what they want to try, all that. Then we offer for sale if they want it. Everyone gets a 15-minute scalp massage and a hand massage and all that kind of stuff. And it's just part of the package. And I wanted to create something that a full-time blue-collar worker or white-collar, because I'm a white-collar, can come in and not have to stress. Like, dude, I want this haircut, and know that you're going to get it. We're very picky on who we bring in. Everyone has to do beards. So if you've done barbering for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, everyone is going to critique you before you can do everything by yourself. So if you can do a scalp shave, you have to do it 2 times under guidance with some models that come in to do it before we'll let you, even though you have it. You can't do a beard until we know you can do a beard. So we'll be there step by step. Even if you've done it 20 million times, you can't do it until we're there. I'm very, very picky on who we bring in, just because we can't have a beard company cannot have a bad beard trim.
No.
If you Google us, I think we have 51 5-star reviews and nothing else. So, and Gary, who's here, if you give me a bad review, you haven't been there. I don't know. I'm just joking.
I'm asking this question because I'm just curious. How much is a haircut?
$35, and that comes with a 15-minute massage and a wash and all that stuff.
I'm only asking that question because I live in an old city. Actually, my city is considered historical with the city I live in. That's what they say. But my barber shop is literally right downtown from the post office. It's like old place, but it's not. It's called the Dapper House. It's a family-owned business now. When I say that, my barber shop,
a cool name.
Yeah, the Dapper House. It's I guess I kind of can't be private on where I live. I live in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. That's where they're located because I want to give them promotion as much as I can because I won't go anywhere else. I'd come to Utah if I had the money to go to Florida. But they have a barbershop there, and it's attached to it. The family bought the property. So beside it is the granddaughter's named kitchen. Behind it is a fucking brewery. All in one.
That's cool.
All in one. So it's literally, you get a haircut, you get a beer, you get food, and they serve you beer at the barbershop. How awesome is that?
Dude, yeah, Utah, you couldn't do that.
Well, now he doesn't have a license to sell the beer at the barbershop.
Uh-huh.
We'll give it away for free.
That's cool.
So we have a shot there. We can have a beer, a cigar, whatever it may be. But when you go in there, he has that old-fashioned look, like that old barber, because they'll do whatever you want. But, they have, wow, people see like the Scumbag Boogie and haircuts and things like that, and people get them. And I'm like, these young kids, and I want that. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like,
really?
I'm like, you knock yourself out, buddy. And they'll do it. And it's 3 younger guys, and then Nick, he's the older one. It's a really cool vibe to go to that place.
There's something special about an old school barbershop.
That's what I was going to say. Theirs is their beard and haircut deal is $27. I'm curious because I'm like, I know he could be making more money in general, and I'm like, how much do you charge? And $35?
Yeah, it's $35, and it's about an hour cut.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds about right. That's what I was going to say. Tyson, is that the blood, sweat, and tears, Dixon?
Yes.
Isn't it great?
I love it.
Oh man.
But yeah, no. Yeah, we are. We try to go back to the 1920s. That's kind of our vibe. That's why we have brick walls, like it's literal brick, and we have old school. I mean, they cost me $1,500 a chair, and I have 8 chairs. But they're old school chairs. There's individual stations with sinks. Everything is meant to be top of the line, but also try to get the old school feel. And I think we accomplished it. More of a punk steampunk vibe, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, Camo Cam got one of those wink Camo Cam, or the eyeballs, as he usually gives me as a comment or whatever. He'll we'll text back and forth, and he sends me the eyeballs. Like I'm looking. You got the eyeballs, don't you, Cam? Stud. Yeah, you're a stud. Hey, Vinny P. Good to see you in here, man. Holy crap.
Vinny.
Wish I could stay. Had to stop by and show some love, especially having one of my favorite humans. Hey, thank you for coming in, man. That's freaking awesome.
I love Vinny. I totally spaced. We're doing a show Sunday, and we're doing a show on Sunday. And me, my friend Logan, and Vinny's going to be on there, and we're going to be talking a lot about just getting in shape and stuff like that, because we're doing 75 hard and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't realize it was Father's Day when I scheduled it. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Well, it's all right. Hey, do your thing and enjoy your day. I'd say it that way. Now we're talking. That was actually going to be my next one because we just talked about it. You and I have a common interest, Dixon.
Oh, I love Dixon's.
I'm loving to start to talk to people about this company, but it's not the simple fact that everybody does it. It's I like their stuff. I like their product as a whole. I have their straw hat. I use it out here on the farm. You guys can laugh at me all you want.
Not at all.
I look like Raiden from Mortal Kombat, and I know it, and I don't care. I wear their flannels. I wear their underwear. I had their shorts I recently got.
Dude, their chino pants are freaking phenomenal.
Are they good?
Their chino pants are so comfortable.
See, I got the shorts. I've been wearing them to work the past couple days, and I really, really like them.
The chino shorts are amazing too. I don't know what kind, but they're good.
I think a new hot seat.
No, I've always
think a new hot seat question is naming and picking the colors. Oh, there you okay. Camo Cam wants to add this to the hot seat, so we'll go ahead and do it now for you. What if you could name the colors of your dream flannel? What would it be?
I think blue and red.
Blue and red? Okay.
Yeah, with a little bit of black in there.
That does sound good. It really does.
And one day, it's always been my goal that I can do a collab with them. But that's going to be years from now. But that's my goal.
I'm really enjoying watching that company grow. That honestly, as I made so the Jason. Oh yeah, they're the crystal, the Jason one from Friday the 13th. That's Camo Camp says the chino pants are awesome.
No, they're the best pants I've ever had. It's almost like you're wearing pajamas.
They had a 50% off sale. I think it was like Memorial Weekend, and basically the shorts were buy one get one free. And I was like, oh, I couldn't pass that up.
I was thinking about buying them too.
Yeah, they were $20 a piece compared to $40. So I got 4 pairs. I was like, yep, I got to get them. Been wearing them to work. I really enjoy them. I like this company because I've watched them grow since 2017. That's when I got my first one, and they are literally exploding, collaborating with pretty much anybody now. I mean, Metallica, Slayer. I mean, and so many musicians, but other things in the world as well. I'm like, wow, that is really, really cool. It's really, really cool.
It is. They figured out the marketing. They figured out everything. They're really good. They're just comfortable. Like, I feel comfortable in them. I've always been a flannel guy. Like, always been a flannel guy. And when I found them, it was just like a match made in heaven.
I honestly, I won't. You guys can laugh, but I've always been a fan of American Eagles jeans. They fit me perfectly.
Okay,
so I've always worn them, and their flannels, not so much. Honestly, they're okay. They were okay, and I said, okay, I want to find something flannel, and then all of a sudden I saw I think it was a Facebook ad or something, and I'm like, that's fucking badass, and I started getting them. Now I'm hooked. Honestly, I am. Go ahead.
No. It's just the Dixons for me. I'm a big guy, and they fit my shoulders. They're long, so if I do this, you're not going to see my belly hanging out. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just comfortable in them, and it's just like. And then I always do this up just because it always messes with my beard, and I'm comfortable in them. They're just comfortable.
You do the top button?
Always.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
I can't.
I have a funky tan line.
Dude, I tried one. I can't do it. I can't stand that. Like, too tight.
No, I enjoy it.
That's really cool, man. That is, I've noticed it. I've noticed in your video. I see the dicks on there. I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna like this guy. I see you representing it. I do. I made it a goal when I first started doing the hot seat. I had one goal, and I literally achieved that. The first season, the first year, I got Eric Bandholtz on my YouTube channel. Yeah,
That's cool.
I know that. I know that people you can love or hate that guy all you want. That was my number one goal because let's be real. He kind of started all this shit for all of us in the bearding world. He
100%.
Yeah. And I was like, I want that guy. And I got him. Literally, I got him September 25th. I can't remember the fucking year because it's been too long. Shut up, y'all. I'm old. But my next goal, I want Danny Dixon. That's my next one. I want Danny Dixon.
That'd be cool.
I had another goal, and I wanted to get a professional wrestler, and I had one. But the person got injured, and all their shit got locked down by WWE, and I couldn't do it. Yeah, I had one, and it would have been great. And I was like, okay, maybe we'll do it later down the road. But I would love to have Danny Dixon here because he gets his own beard products made. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything about him. I really don't think he knows how much of our community is in his. I really don't think he knows.
No, I don't think so either. But if he saw how much I bought, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, we should probably talk."
he talks to me. We message back and forth, but I know he doesn't know who I am. But he'll respond to people. He does because I've conversated with him a couple times because I know this isn't going to no one will believe. I was one of the first people to find out about the Metallica release, and I went nuts because I saw a picture on the internet that he said, "Where'd you see that?" Like literally, it was insider information, and he's like, "Don't say anything." So I was one of the first to know about that. I just never told anybody. I was like, "Whoa."
That's cool.
That was really cool to me. I was like,
"No, that is cool." It's cool when owners of that caliber will respond and talk and all that kind of stuff. And I heard Eric does that really well for Eric Bandholtz and it's just there's a human. They give you a human essence of who they are, and it's not just a company that they're a person. So I think that helps them.
So tell me the three changing from flannels a little bit. Tell me the three big goals that you want for Copper Johns. Like, you're doing damn good now, and I see it. And you just said you're right there.
Yeah, I don't want to say them yet.
You don't have to say that. Oh, or those are the goals or what's coming.
Yeah.
Number one, okay, I got it. Number one, Tyson's going to quit his job. Number two, he's going into Walmart Plus, a new branch of a store that we don't know about yet. Number three, he's going to be the shit. That's going to be it, probably.
No, we're just working with a lot right now, and okay. And my goal is just to close a few of these that we're working with, and if that does, then that's a game changer.
You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it.
Sorry, it's just my goal is to be able to employ. Okay, here's one, and this is a dead. By 2030, I want to have 100 employees from the barber shop as well as to the beard company. Okay. I want to be able to supply 100 people high income jobs that they can pay for their families with 401k, with insurance and all that kind of stuff. I want that. I want that for my barbers. I want that for the people who work for me right now and who will work for me. We're not there yet, but I want that. And so that's a goal. And if we hit that goal, then the rest of my goals that I have, I don't have to keep them close to the vest. I just don't want.
No. You don't. I
don't want to sound cocky, and I also don't want to sound
don't jinx it.
All that, so
don't jinx it. That's all you gotta say. You don't want to I get it. Tell me your thoughts on this community. You like how I said that, people? You like that? I know some of you fuckers who watch me keep running your mouth about me. You like that? What do you think of that community?
So, I love the people in here. The people that come on my lives. everyone's so friendly and kind, and that's what I love about the community. Now, I have been attacked, not very much, but specifically by one person, and he said a lot of things that I believe not to be true. And I have a list. I have from him messaging me a whole list of things that he said I said, and I just messaged back. I'm like, buddy, if I said this, I apologize because I cannot find it anywhere. So if you can just show me what I said, I will do everything you just said that I didn't do, but I can't find anywhere where I said that. And so sometimes we it doesn't happen very often, but we do get attacked. But I think that just comes with growth.
Gary, please post this in the comments. I'm bringing this back for those kind of guys. Something I used to say a long time ago. I'm bringing it back. You can use this too, Tyson. Hashtag shit a brick. That's all you got. Shit a brick. That's all you
But
need.
I get told I'm too nice, but it's just who I am. Now, I used to care. Now, mind you, I still care, but I used to care a lot about what people thought of me. And now I'm to the point where I'm like, I don't have time to care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I want your friendship. I want to be close to you guys. I want all that. But if not, I'm going to be okay.
Right.
And it used to affect me a lot.
This world. Thank you. I was waiting for the second one. That's like, I was waiting for that. That's the new one. That'll be this new generation of ours.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I'm sure you can figure that one out pretty easy. I've had, I guess you could say, I've had awakenings here lately, and I'm not saying to myself, this life in this world's too short for all that shit. It really is. It is really. I have never heard anyone talk anything negative about you, and I've gotten to know you in the last hour on a great level, on an even better level than what we did before. I'm like, how could anybody say anything negative about a dude? Like I just said, you've got the men's grooming world in your hand, man. That's awesome.
I try. We're not there yet. I appreciate it. No, I'm not fake. That's I like truly. This is me, and one day, this is so sad, but one day I'm always with my friends, like with Logan. I can't afford to pay a lot of people a lot of anything because there's just everything goes back into the company.
Right.
But Logan, we do Dad Beards and Dad Bods and Beards. Mm-hmm. It's a podcast we just started.
Yeah.
It's just because me and him get along so well, and it's fun to hang out with him.
Yeah.
But he lives in Saratoga Springs, which is like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And he's always hustling for me. And so I'm like, dude, let me take you to lunch or dinner when after our Dad Bods and all that kind of stuff. And we get the Texas Roadhouse, and everyone always comments on his beard, or everyone comments on another person's beard. I'm like, one day, I just want someone to have a nice beard.
Right.
I just don't have those genetics, but no, I truly just love everyone. I have no problem with anyone. Even the people that come after me, I'm like, I don't know what I did. Hope everything's okay, but I can't dwell on it anymore.
Right. I was going to ask one more question, but I can't because I don't want to ask you because we're not going to jinx it. And my question was going to be, what's next? So we're going to write ... for that one. We'll just leave that one.
End of July, we should know a lot more, and I'll be willing to talk.
There we go. Okay. He answered the question. That's great. All right, people. You all know what that means. It is officially time. Tyson from Copper John's Beard Company, you are now in the speed round hot seat. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right. Some of these questions you people may know, some of these questions you people might know, you might not know. There actually is a couple of them on here that me and Mandy made a few days ago, and be ready for them. First one is always the same. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh,
I don't think any of you all are. So we always start off with the same one every time. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke. Coke Zero, 100%. Okay.
100%. Okay. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100% You got to give him credit. He said Coke, even though it is zero. I got to drink it now too, y'all. So shut up. We're getting old. Kobe, LeBron, or Jordan? Only one.
Jordan.
From Camo Cam and your best impersonation, I'm Batman.
Oh, dude. I'm Batman. I can't do it, man.
Yes. What's your shoe size?
13.
Jeans.
42-34.
Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon's.
What size?
Oh, 4X.
Okay. The 3 best Dixon flannels you own.
Oh, dude, I
did. I only gave you 3.
I know. I can't name them. I don't know names. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I just do colors.
Okay, give me the colors. Give me the colors there.
The purple and black one.
Okay.
I really, really like this. And dude, what's the guy with the knife? I remember Kamushura or whatever. The guy with the swords, and it's completely black with gray lines. I absolutely love it.
Okay. Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Give me your weekly and daily bearding routine, like what you do, washing and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I every morning I wake up and get in the shower. I wash my beard every morning with our daily conditioning wash. Then I put oil in. I don't use butter unless I have to, which is very seldom. If I use go swimming or something, there's chlorine that has dried my beard, or like you know, I'll put some in there if I feel bad. Yeah, there you go, Camo Cam. And then on Wednesdays and Sundays, I will always use our Sweetwater conditioner, which was Holly's, and we bought it from her. So we do our Sweetwater conditioner, and then like I haven't worn butter hardly ever, but I will use the butter and just get my arms.
You talking about that conditioner that Holly
Sweetwater?
You have that now?
Yes.
I didn't know, honestly. I remember I'm not in the big game anymore. So
no. So when she closed shop, she sold the pucks and everything to Bearded Mac for Chris.
Yeah,
a really good friend of mine. And he didn't want the Sweetwater conditioner because he already had a good conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a conditioner at the time. And I've been looking because I'm not going to make it. I just don't have time.
Right.
And I bought everything that she had, and she got me the source, and absolutely just love it.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that, people. One has to go. Beard balm, beard butter, or in shower beard conditioner. You gotta get rid of one. Balm? Okay.
Yeah.
What is your go-to beard comb and brush?
Number 2, Chicago comb.
And brush?
I just use a regular.
Nothing fancy, just a boar hair.
Yeah, just boar hair to get down the sides and mat it down and right here, and then I use the number 2 because my hair is so thin that I can do it.
Okay. Who is your hero?
Obviously my dad, but I was trying to think of but just my dad. He when I was born, he wasn't around. My biological father, he literally he overdosed and all that kind of stuff. He was in the next thing, and I didn't grow up with a dad until I was 4, and then also my dad came along and adopted me, and he's been my dad ever since, and he's been by my side. Talk to him all the time. He's taught me so much, and unconditional love. That guy is an amazing human.
Okay. You get the magic lamp. You got 3 wishes. What are they?
Kids to be healthy and not to worry about them. Holy crap! You have kids?
2.
Man, do you stress about them? I would love not to stress about my kids, but I would want them.
Did you ask me? Do I stress about them?
Yeah.
My daughter got hit by a car 2 months ago.
Where was I?
I never didn't tell anybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
She okay?
Yeah. I honestly can't tell you on camera. I'll be honest to the world. She doesn't want anything to do with me. And I didn't find out till after it happened. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up to anybody who's watching
at all.
No. I found out 5 hours after it happened because her grandmother sent me a text message. We haven't had the greatest relationship in years, and she seems to think that because she's brainwashed by her mother that I don't care and I'm selfish. And
It's your daughter. You're
you
always going
can't
to love her.
you can't force someone to love you.
No. But you can love them unconditionally. That's all you can do.
I haven't said anything to anybody about that on camera, so
I'm sorry, man. That's
it's
hard.
okay. It's okay.
But that's me. Is like I just want my kids to be happy, healthy, strong, good relationship, not to have to worry. So family first. Second, me and my wife to be healthy and strong and live a good life. And lastly, I really want Copper John to succeed. We put everything into this.
Now we got 3 wishes. Now tell me 3 pet peeves.
The worst one in the entire world for me is anyone who is driving and I'm going the speed limit and no one's freaking behind me and you pull right in front of me and slow down. I'm like, just wait 5 seconds, pull behind me if you're not going the speed limit. Drives me freaking bonkers. I hate it. Like, it's the only time where I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, the only time I get mad. I hate people. I don't hate people. What bothers me is when people are eating and just, I'm like, dude, just close your mouth. And forks. When they scrape their teeth on their
yeah.
It's like chalkboard to me. Like chalkboard, nails on chalkboard doesn't bother me, but forks on teeth, yeesh. And toothpicks, and not toothpicks, but popsicle sticks when they bite it. I don't know why. I can't handle it either. It's weird.
Whose brain would you like to pick?
Dude, there's so many good people out there. I knew you were going to ask this too, and I still wasn't able to figure it out. There's so many good people. I'm sorry. Maybe the founding fathers, one of them, like maybe Benjamin Franklin or George Washington, something like that. I would love to be a fly on the wall when the Constitution was made and hear the discussions and the arguments and all that, just because that'd be cool. George Washington.
I thought Ric Flair was one of the founding fathers, but that's just me. One thing we don't know about Tyson is.
Ooh, that's why I said I'm kind of an open book. Dude, I don't know. One thing that you guys don't know about me. I'm going to Park City for Father's Day. I really don't know. I love traveling, but so does everyone else. I never talked about that though.
Okay. Now
never been deep sea fishing. That's a huge one. Me, a fisherman who'd never been deep sea fishing.
That's okay. All right, we'll have to change that. Okay. Now we got to get into the fat man area. We got to. Tell me your perfect burger. What all's on it?
Have you Dives Diners and Dash or whatever the freak that show's called with white-haired guy.
Guy Fieri.
So he went to Burger Bar and I took a cruise here from Healthy Bearded when he was here. But it's called Burger Bar. And it's a double bend, so they're so that would be a full pound. So they're half pound patties, double of them with cheese, with extra onions, extra fry sauce. And fry sauce is a Utah thing. I get that, but it's mayonnaise and ketchup and a little bit of pickles in it and stuff like that. And dude, and then it's like a special bun, and it's my heaven.
And how's that burger cooked?
I like medium well.
Okay. Pineapple on pizza?
Everyone in my family says yes. I say no.
Okay. Tell me your perfect pizza. Your toppings on it.
It's going to be a Philly cheesesteak pizza. If you've ever had those, the Philly. So you have the pineapple. You have the chicken and the bacon and the green peppers, and then the not Alfredo sauce, but the sauce on. I'm like, dude, it's heaven.
Okay. This is between me and Mandy's debate. Peanut butter and jelly. What type of bread?
Peanut butter and jelly. What type of bread? I really
Not everybody eats white bread. That's why I ask.
I like the grandma's white bread.
Okay.
It's like super cheap and it's like good.
Okay. What flavor or I'm sorry, what crunchy or creamy? Peanut
Crunchy,
butter?
100% crunchy.
And what flavor jelly?
Grape.
Oh. Okay. What is your favorite ice cream sundae?
Truthfully, vanilla with caramel.
Okay. This is one me and Mandy come up with because we've never actually asked this question before. Is the toilet paper roll coming from the front or the back?
Front, no mullet.
Okay. Are you a beer drinker or liquor drinker?
I'm not.
Okay, we'll skip that one since you don't do it. That's fine. That's fine. The French fry debate. Who has the best French fries?
Dude, there's some good ones out there. I personally like salt and vinegar fries from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Interesting. Okay. All right. What is one favorite scent you like to work with? Like cedar or whatever.
Everyone's going to laugh, but it's cedar. If I could have cedar in everything, I would.
What's your favorite?
What was that?
Your least favorite to use?
The Nog Champa from Bourbon Bayou. I'm not a Nog Champa fan.
Okay. Name a company that you would like to try.
I've tried everyone.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I really, really try to support everyone.
Okay.
I haven't tried Chris's yet. So probably True North. I haven't tried him yet.
Okay. What side of the bed do you sleep on?
Left, if you're facing it right, if you're looking off of it.
What color is your toothbrush?
Like a greenish gray.
What is your favorite in Halloween and Christmas movie?
Ooh, Halloween. Dude, there's so many freaking good ones. Dude, there's so many good ones. Family-wise, Halloween.
You can pick a slasher. It doesn't matter. It's up to you.
Dude, I Scream back in the day was my favorite of all. Like Scream, like the very first one.
Oh yeah,
dude, that was so good. But like with family and everything, the Disney one that just came out with the Three Witches.
Hocus Pocus.
No, Hocus Pocus, the first one. I like that with the family.
Okay.
And then for Christmas, it's always going to be It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
I absolutely love that one.
I got to tell you, because you made me think of it when you said it. I watched all 6 Scream movies on Paramount. They have 6 out right now to watch on Paramount, and I was like, I'm watching them all. I watched them all.
Yeah, and Cocaine Bear's out there now, and a couple others that I'm like, I gotta watch that eventually.
All right, who is the greatest wrestler?
Growing up, I was a huge Stone Cold fan.
And what's the greatest match of all time?
Oh, dude, when I was a little kid, it was Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
This from Mandy. What is your wife's favorite flower?
Tulips.
Okay. What's your favorite species of dog?
Oh, did I say tulips?
Yeah,
lilacs. Sorry. Lilacs.
What is your favorite species of a dog?
It's hard to say because I have 2 and I love them both. But the one that I absolutely just love are Great Danes.
Okay.
They're gentle giants. They're amazing.
And last one, some shout outs that you think people need some recognition. Anybody?
Anyone? Logan, Matt, Beard Laws. Ellie's coming. I'm excited. Ken's coming to Utah. Mark is always being supportive. JP's like everyone in this freaking chat. I don't want to miss. Like tomorrow, I get to be on with Scott and Michael and Jason, and it's really going to be fun with those guys. And it's just, I don't know. I just love everyone. I just appreciate, like, anytime someone buys for me, it's just like I'm just honored.
Okay. All right. Well, you have officially survived the hot seat speed round, Tyson. Now, before we move any further, there's always 2 questions I always end up with. Number 1, who would you like to see in the hot seat?
Jason. Like the bit of respect.
I'll be honest.
There's something about those guys that I just love.
I don't know who that person is. I don't know them, honestly.
Okay, so tomorrow, jump on real quick and say hi to everyone on Big Respect. You see Miss Bruce City?
Yeah.
That's soon to be Scott's wife.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I follow them, or I don't know them. Like I don't follow their content, so I don't know who they are. So I apologize.
Yeah, I think that they would be really, really fun. I actually think you having Matt on would be fun. Or actually, no one freaking loves Logan, and I love Logan to death. It would be so cool to have Logan on.
Your worker?
Yeah.
I can. That
You don't have to. You just said who would I enjoy watching?
Yeah. Okay. And Matt, who's Matt? Tell me who
Beard
that
Laws.
is. Oh, okay.
You guys have the same persona.
Okay. All right.
You just are real.
Hasn't been a long time. Poor Becky. Reading the comment. And I always ask people for or for number 2 if there's anything that you think I should add or need to change to the hot seat for feedback. I always ask their opinion.
No, you're super cordial. You let me talk over you on accidents a couple of times, so I apologize for that. But no, you're really good at it. Hey, let's have a conversation, and then all of a sudden you're okay. I wasn't going to ask this question, but I'm going to ask it because this is the direction we're going. I think that's really good. You're very spontaneous. You're very prepared.
What have I told everyone in this chat, everyone that sees me anywhere in life? It doesn't matter what life throws at you. You have got to be ready. Prime example. I say this every time. I lay down right here and I do the Booker T spin-a-rooney. What are you going to do to bring to the table? If you break out the moonwalk, I'm going to do the mashed potato right on the spot. You got to be ready. See? Because you don't know. And Cedric from Beard Justice, at the very beginning of episode 4, that's how long ago that was, he added to the hot seat that the guest has the opportunity to put me in the speed round. So
yeah, I have a few that I was preparing because you're a huge WWE fan and everyone knows that. But you had an opportunity to play college football, and I remember that. So if you take away college football, you take away that. Is there a sport that you wish you would have played that you didn't get to before?
I didn't get a chance to play college football. I was going to play college football. Is there something I would want?
So yeah, so you played. You love wrestling. I know you love football. So besides those two, is there something that you didn't get a chance to play in high school? Because obviously you had athleticism to be able to play.
What I wanted to do in high school, because I was really quiet. I literally played music at home to myself. I was always the dude who I had a Metallica shirt on, so I played guitar at home.
Okay.
But I wasn't even in the high school band. I was the dude behind the drum kit because I knew all the songs. But for sports, I almost did something for my hometown. I almost had them convinced they were going to invest in men's volleyball. That's my favorite sport, actually. I love playing volleyball. Yeah, I used to play with my family all the time when we were younger. It was there, and they were like, no, they didn't want to. It was like it wasn't happening, so it wasn't like a big deal. So they're like, nope, scrap it. But I was, damn, that would have been awesome to do.
How tall are you?
5'8.5".
So you wouldn't have been able to spike it.
Yeah, actually, I used to be able to dunk.
Oh, I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, I used to play sports all the time, and now I'm 42, I have nerve damage in my left heel, so I see I feel all the pain all the time. But it's my own fault. It's it's you live and learn. I loved playing volleyball. I loved playing basketball when I was a kid. When I was a kid growing up. It was me. True story. My 9-year-old's mother, she and I were friends, neighborhood friends for 20 years. Then we became a couple and had our daughter. Oh
wow.
Yeah. Her brother, he's 6 years younger than I am. We were always, because my mom babysat them, let's go play basketball. We all had a basketball rim and chain nets, our whole neighborhood, everybody. Oh, that was the thing. We had $20 2-on-2 tournaments at my dad's house.
Oh, wow.
Because my front yard was the cul-de-sac turnaround spot in the back. So I had a full court. So literally we had 2 half courts, and we just winners over here, losers over there, back and forth. My dad's house was a party house, honestly. So we'd have family members, the neighborhood, friends, school friends. You see the parking all the way up and down the street, and we're playing basketball. My dad comes home, and when dad comes home, everybody's got to stop, because he's got to park, and he gets out and he's, well, who's my partner? He's like,
oh,
well,
that's cool.
Oh yeah, he knew. We weren't doing anything stupid.
No.
And he's like, how much? I'm like, we gotta. It was like $100, $200. It wasn't nothing big, but at that time, that was a big deal.
Oh, it's huge.
200? Oh, I'm in. He'd play.
I'm still stuck on the volleyball. Have you ever seen Scott Sterling doing the soccer or the volleyball?
No, can't say I have.
Okay, Google Scott Sterling.
Okay.
And it just skits soccer or volleyball, and it's where the guy keeps getting hit in the face on accident, but then they start lifting him up to spike the ball and stuff like that, and he gets all this bloody nose, concussion. It's hilarious, but that's what I keep thinking about with you. But so what kind of food do you like? What's your go-to meal?
That's been debated between me and Mandy here lately. It has. Honestly, it's my weakness is pizza. It's pizza or lasagna. It's one or the other. Pizza? It does. What kind? Pepperoni, mushroom, sausage, onion, extra cheese.
Dude, that sounds good. Who's your go-to place?
Marco's, Williamsport, Maryland. We recently found it. Huh?
Oh, so we have a Marco's here, so not the chain.
No. This is these are Italian people. This is legit an Italian family, and their stuff is absolutely amazing. And we used to go one closer, but we found this one, and it's only like 20 minutes away from us. I'm like, yeah, we're going to Marco's. So we went there. Everything they make is authentic. It's real. Like they actually had real capicola ham on an Italian sub, which they don't really get that in a lot of Italian places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so
we go to a place called Tony's. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Absolutely. But I'm doing 75 hard right now, so I can't have that. And I'm just like, after 40 days left to go. But
my 2 would go-tos, honestly, it's either pizza / lasagna, because that's my favorite meal ever, or tacos / nachos. Either one.
Ooh,
yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Don't take offense to this.
No.
Because this is not offensive. Meant to be. So we all have our own look. Like my look has always been this. I am kind of just an old school guy. You have a look that not a lot of people have, which is the cutoff shirt. What created or what made you want to do that? And that's your look. What caused that? Because that's not a look. That's your look. You know what I mean?
Playing basketball. I can't lie. Playing basketball when I was a kid, I don't have the same one, but I have I bought another one of it. I had a Limp Bizkit t-shirt of all fun. 5 of the heads on it with the school bus on the back. When I was 18 or 19, I bought it. I ripped the sleeves off of it. Because one of them had a hole in it. And I said, I don't want to get rid of the shirt. So I ripped the sleeves off of it. I kept that shirt till 2013.
Oh, wow.
I kept it. No joke. It was hold to hell and back. I found that shirt again on eBay. I have the red one and the blue one. Bought them from Australia. I have them.
Cool.
I still have them to this day, but I don't have the original. The original I retired. I had that shirt when I met Rebecca's mom. That was in 2001. That's the first time she saw it. I showed her the picture. And I dropped it in the garbage in 2013. She goes, I can't believe you still have that. And I said, I was like, that shirt is 16 years old. I was like, I bought it in 98 or 99. I just ripped the sleeves off of it that day. And that's because you think about it, most basketball players are wearing a jersey for the most part. They're wearing a tank top or the sleeveless thing, but their shirt, it stops that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm not offending anybody. There's been 4 words that have been used to describe my look, so to say. And that's literally sleeveless shirt, whether it's basketball shorts or just shorts in general, and
Okay.
your shorts and shoes. And the fade, the look, 4 words. Punk ass white boy. That's where it came from. That's what people have always said. You got that punk ass white boy look. I'm like, okay, that's it. And I'm like, yeah, that's okay. That's what you think. That's what I am. Sure.
No, not at all. It's just that's a look, and I like your look, and it's you. And I've always wondered where you got that from because I've never not seen you have it.
I feel weird because I know when I wear a t-shirt on here, people freak out. I'm like, I live on a farm, people. I'm like, it's cold, I can go right next door, feet away to my in-laws, where there's the wood stove is literally feet away from my house. I can go there and just get warm in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We have propane heat. It's hot here in my house, I'm like, it's cold, people. Sometimes I'm sitting here in the wintertime because no one notices because they don't see it. I've got a blanket over top my legs. So I'm just sitting here just going. Then Mandy, she's like, you have a pair of shorts on. Put a pair of your pajama pants on. It's too hot. You're stupid,
Yeah.
Like, it's my thing. I have a select few shirts that I wear. Like literally, if you watch my videos and content, you pretty much know my wardrobe. It's Drew McIntyre shirt, Bray Wyatt shirt. This one I recently just got. I've gotten what was it? I got I got a Slayer tank top. I bought it real cheap. I keep it simple. I do.
I love it. No, I love it. What made you get rid of the mullet?
It was time. I'm gonna be honest about it. Number one, I grew it out to annoy Mandy, and it worked. She hated and Eric Bandholz was the one who convinced her to let me do it.
I know. I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah. And she's like, and we did the live stream. We come downstairs, and she says, "You're really going to do that?" I said, "Yeah." Looked straight in the face. I said, "Yeah, I'm doing it to annoy you," and I did. I cannot lie. I didn't know that I had a bigger bald spot than what I do. I didn't know it. My coworkers, they thought I knew. Well, one day at work, just a habit, I took a picture like this. I was trying to look at. I thought I cut my shirt, looking, and I see it. I walk out. I'm like, "Why you fuckers tell me?" And they're like, "We thought you knew." They really did. They're like, "We didn't know." I said, because I had literally like a 2-part hairdo. Because I didn't know it was that noticeable. And they're like, "Yeah, man, we thought you knew that and you didn't care." I'm like, "You could have fucking said, dude, I gotta tell you something." No, they just let me.
This isn't working, man.
So I cut it. I didn't want to. I can't. I probably would have it now if I would have not, or if I didn't know about that. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
So the whole time I thought it was awesome looking, and I looked like a moron in the back. I didn't know.
You had the Hulk Hogan look.
Well, I guess I did. I mean, you can probably see it. I mean, it's getting bigger
not
now.
that big though.
Well, when my hair was longer,
It made it look worse.
The spot looked worse because it was white. I was like, I didn't know. And then when I come back, I cut my hair and everything, and I cut my hair and I shaved my beard all at the same time.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I come in the next day, and no one knew who I was. They're like, and I'm like, and I spoke. Holy shit! Oh my god! Like no one knew who I was.
Yeah, your beard came in nice too.
Everybody has been saying that. It's been my year will be up in 1 month from now, and I can't lie. I like this look right here. I've come to fruition. It's pretty much the same size you have. I think this is where I'm going to stay. Is right where this is.
No, it looks good. I like it.
What I don't like about it is I'm like any other guy. I want the big old mangy beard. When it gets bigger, it doesn't look so good. I can't lie. It's my genes. You can only make it look so good. And I said, I'm destined to just keep it at this here. The only downfall that I've noticed about it, I can't really use a lot of beard butter now, which I mean that's okay, but I don't really need it. So I'm getting to the point now as I'm in my bearding journey. I'm like, well, I don't need this anymore. I don't need that anymore. I'm like, well, I guess I'm pretty much an oil guy and just the butter whenever I don't want to use oil. I'm like, well,
yeah.
Pretty much a combo now will last me probably 3 to 5 months instead of the normal 2 to 3.
Dang. Yeah, no, I use a lot of oil. I would say per day, I would use probably equivalent of 3 droppers full. But Utah is stupid dry.
Yeah. I was going to say, you're definitely, I use a lot more in the wintertime because it gets dry here. It really does. And as you can see, my walls are T111 in my whole house. So we wanted a farmhouse. So it's dry in here all the time. It is.
That's cool. But it
has been here anyway because we just got rain for the first time in over a month.
Oh wow.
Yesterday. Yeah, we've been waiting for rain since April, no joke.
Wow. And that's all we've gotten. We're waiting for a summer because it's nonstop here.
It's 75, 74 degrees today. Normally
us too.
Normally, right now it's 90 to 100. We're like, where's the rain? Because where crops have been suffering and everything as well. In the area, not the farm, our whole area, prices of our veggies and everything are going through the roof.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they're charging. A few years ago, we paid $2 to $4 for a pound of tomatoes. Now it's between $6 and $8.
Oh wow, more than double.
It's because the farmers are telling all the grocery stores and the produce stands are saying we don't have them. They're trying to make their money where they can.
Yeah.
It's
inflation.
Well, it's not necessarily inflation. It's the fact that the weather hasn't cooperated for them to have their abundance.
That makes sense. Yeah, Dagan says it's going to be 100 degrees in Dallas.
You can keep that, Dagan.
Seriously, and it's humid there too.
I will take your mustache skills over top of the 100-degree weather any day, man.
Yeah, he can definitely help you.
Tyson, this has been a great episode to have with you. We're coming close to 2 hours. I don't want to keep you on here for the rest of the night because I probably could. keep it.
I just enjoyed talking to you, man. So it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you having me on.
It really has been awesome to get to know you finally. And I said it at the beginning. I want to do a beard product review for Copper Johns, and I will whenever you're ready for that. You send me a message, or if I'm ready, I'll message you. I want to do it. My year with the Luxurious Bastard ends July 15th, and as of then, I will be doing reviews for anybody who wants me to.
I would love you to. Like I said, I definitely think it's worth it. Just when I said that at the moment, I was trying to think of something, and I'm like, yeah, I think they might have gotten a little compacted at initially, and now they're starting to be less and less, and so I think they're a little bit more powerful, I think, now.
Well, we never did get to do your giveaway you wanted to do, and we have 18 people watching.
Let's do it. We'll do a $20 gift card, and I will send it right now.
$20 gift card, and here's how we're going to do it.
You choose how we do it.
We're going to do it. Okay. I don't want you guys to call me. This is what I want you to do. Are you using your phone or a computer?
Computer.
I want you all to send Tyson a message on Instagram right now. The second person that does it gets the giveaway. We'll see who gets it. See, I like to see. Watch, they'll drop out and then they'll come back in. You got to keep them on their toes.
To send my email. Tell them to send their email with it.
Yes, send your email address to
Mark. You were first.
Oh, damn.
So, Camo Cam won.
It's Camo Cam. Camo Cam is the winner.
And then Ellie was right after him.
Camo Cam is the winner of the $20 gift card from Copper Johns.
I'm shocked. Ellie came close.
Camo Cam is like a beast. He really is. I tell him that all the time.
So, Camo Cam, I need your email, man. So, if you want to hurry and send it to me. I'm right here. I'm literally right here on the computer, and I can just hurry into it.
No way. I've not tried Copper John. He's always said. That's awesome. So that's even better. See, now you get a person gets to use it for the first time. See, that's great.
Yeah, I'm actually. Oh, there it is. All right. Dude, that's a cool last name.
Oh, Cam's, yeah.
I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't know if I'm allowed to, but
Camo Cam is like lucky here lately. Wink, wink, eyeballs. Once again, Camo Cam. He's
all right,
even,
it just sent, Cameron.
he's even using my ESPN Plus now.
No, Ellie always wins. Ellie, like, she's a sweetheart. She's one of my favorites, but she always wins, and she was like this close to being second.
Yeah. I have never gotten to talk to that lady, but she is very nice. She watches everybody that I see. I don't know. I'm literally thinking about this right now on camera. I may have to put her in the hot seat.
Just don't ask her about Oreo cookies and water. I've been grossed out since the beginning of time. She does Oreo cookies with water.
The dunking. I don't know about that.
Yeah. No, Ellie, when you're in Utah here next month, let's talk. I'll give you some. Thank you.
That would be a first because she would be the first female in the hot seat, number one. Mandy doesn't count because we did that literally on the fly. That'd be really cool. We may have to do that. That would surprise a lot of people. Like, ooh, like Ellie's in here. Yeah, she is. What are you gonna do about it? You know, Tyson.
No,
I want to seriously thank you for coming on here. This has been awesome. So it sounds to me like we got some groundbreaking things coming, and I'm excited for you to see what that's going to be. Sounds good to me already. I've had a lot of fun doing this one. I really have because I felt like this is one that was long overdue. I really did.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been great.
I need you to send me your address. You met this message to me. I'm going to send you a envelope with some of my stickers, and I also have a new one for you people. Oh yeah, I did. You got the real thing. You got the thumb now. The thumb is in there. So we had to put them in there as well. So I'll send you some of my stickers, and we're going to do a Copper John's review in the future, everybody. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Thank you.
Do you have anything you want to say before we end this, man?
No, I just appreciate you all, and have a wonderful Father's Day with your fathers, and you dads just enjoy your families because, it doesn't last forever. Don't I know it?
Have a happy Father's Day yourself, Tyson. And I'll tune into your live stream. This what time is it? Sunday?
9 Eastern, so 7 o'clock my time, so 9 o'clock your time.
You're 2 hours behind me.
I am. I'm Mountain Time.
Okay. So you're not 3. Mark, that's a great question. The favorite WWE diva of all time. Oh man. Oh man, that's a tough one. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
All I can think of is Ronda Rousey.
See, that's like my most hated one.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know WWE.
I got to get back with you on that one, Mark. We'll have to talk about that one. I'm going to end it now, or end it on that note, everybody. It's been fun to get to know Tyson. Camo Cam, congratulations on your $20 gift card winner. Everyone, please go watch Copper John's YouTube channel and follow them on Instagram. I have all that linked in that big box. It's huge. You should see it. It's like the description box is like this big today.
I appreciate it.
I got to, man. You deserve it. You've busted your ass for the last 2 to 3 years that I've known you. And like I said before, you took something that could have possibly ended your business, and you said, fuck it, worked through it, got past it, and now look at you today.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you, man. I really am proud of you.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. It really does.
I know it does. I know it. I'm like, dude, that's balls. You're like, I got this, and that's probably what you said. I got this.
Yeah. It was something I definitely grew from.
I'm glad to hear that. Everybody, keep on bearding, and the guest always sends us out.
Have a wonderful night, guys. Thank you.